This is such a fun time of the year. I know my son loves Halloween. It's like his favorite holiday. And it can be so much fun, the costumes and decorating your house and the carving of the pumpkins and all of that. But for those who struggle with their food and controlling and restricting and binge eating, this holiday is like a nightmare. So what do we do? What do we do when the candy starts coming in? Giving the candy, having the candy to give out for trick or treat, your son, your daughter having all this candy. What can we do to create like a safe place for ourselves? I mean, Halloween to me marks the moment of the holidays, the food holidays. We have the candy, we have Thanksgiving, we have Christmas. There's so much food and so much family and things that come up in that. And so just wanting you to pause and think about how you want to do this holiday season. Like, how do you want to feel about your body? How do you want to feel about your food? And I want to give you some tips and tools on what you can do to support yourself in this holiday season, starting right now with Halloween. So I know for me that I used to love going trick-or-treating, and I did until I think my senior year of school, where it was just like, more candy, get candy, more candy. And I would gorge on this candy and make myself sick. And it's just not really that much fun. So what can we do? We can give ourselves permission to have the candy, because when we tell ourselves, no, I'm not going to have any, and we set ourselves up for the no, we often will then go and eat the candy quickly. We'll sneakily eat the candy. We will overeat the candy because we're setting ourselves up for it's bad. Candy's bad, candy's bad. Can we have a little more neutrality around the candy? Can it just be that we like the candy? It's not a bad thing. It's not a good thing. It's candy. And I know for myself, like it's kind of a tall order. But when we make something bad, we set ourselves up for wanting it and put that push-pull energy. So for some of you, it may feel okay to like say, I'm not going to have any and completely abstain from it. But if you know in your heart of hearts that you're not going to be able to abstain with it, then I would invite you to say, okay, I'm going to give myself a certain amount, but not just like a small amount, like, oh, I want to have 2 pieces, but you know you really want like 10, then maybe give yourself 10 and let yourself slow down, enjoy it, full permission to eat the candy. The other thing that's so important about this, do not shame yourself if you have overeaten the candy. Do not go into a shame place with this. So you eat too much food, then you're like, oh, geez, how did I do this? I can't believe I ate that much. I'm disgusting. I can never control my food. All those things that go on in our head around overeating. When we go into the shame mode, what happens is we end up restricting or doing something to counteract that. That's when the diet mentality comes in. It's like, oh, I'm not going to eat. I'm going to restrict my food. I'm going to exercise too much. And that then sets you up to the restricting and then the binge on the other side. So the number one thing you can do, and I've said this a bunch of times when it comes to binge eating, is to not go into the shame. So take this situation that you are in of feeling uncomfortable, like, why did I do this? And give yourself compassion. I know it's the last thing you want to do because you're like over it and not feeling any desire to give yourself compassion, but do it anyways. Notice what is going on in your life. Notice that who cares? You ate too much candy. It's not that big of a deal, like in the grand scheme of life, right? Put yourself in a place where you can take a breath and be like, it's okay. I'm okay. This is okay. And take a deep breath and just let yourself be a human being who eats a lot, who eats normal, who maybe isn't hungry very often, like that normalcy. Is that a word? Normalcy, I think it is. Being normal with our food, yes. So the point is, my friend, is that we want you to be set up for success in this holiday season, where you're not making yourself restrict, you're giving yourself permission, you're setting yourself up for more compassion. And I know for myself that when I'm in a place of self-care and I'm taking care of myself and I'm more aware of what is going on with me and my body, then I'm in a better place to make decisions. And I think in this time, with so much happening in our world, I think everyone's a little bit wobbly. I hope that isn't you, but if it is you, there's a wobble. So that's another reason to even show yourself more compassion. So if you're wanting more support with this, I invite you to reach out to me. I have so many tools that I can give you and share with you. Also, I'm going to put below here my free gift, which is my body love meditation. I'd love for you to check that out. All right, everyone, ask me any questions that you have, and happy Halloween. Mwah.